Okay, we're going to talk for just a moment about Twitter and Donald Trump. And Doug, we're going to start with you for just a second because you brought up a very interesting article from the Wall Street Journal that compares Donald Trump to Lady Gaga. Now, these are two performance artists, and they approach it that way. Is that how you see this?
Donald Trump, look, give the guy credit. He figured out where the new media is and how to manipulate it. He is a genius. He has changed the world and politics as we know it. I think it's, look, I know journalists and others may disagree, but look, they're responding to him. Guess he is not responding to them.
Well, he may be a genius, but, we're maybe like bordering on evil genius here, right? Because the stuff that he's tweeting out is often just demonstrably false, and that's dangerous when you have the bully pulpit, when you have the ear of the entire world, and you're just spreading false information. Not just opinions, but just factually false information. That's really problematic. It may be a genius, but it's very problematic.
Well, you are at BYU. You should be a student of history, because if you look really from the 1770s to the present, what has the media done? What have newspapers done? Yellow journalism, on and on and on and on. This stuff is mild compared to what's occurred.
So I'm not going to disagree that there has been there have been serious problems with journalism in the past, but that at least journalists have sort of a code of ethics that they try to be trained to follow these days, and that includes not spreading just factually false information.
Is that why he bypasses them?
Probably.
Jason, it pains me to have to be the one to say this, but at the risk of pointing out something incredibly obvious, we're on more solid ground basing our public policy and our decision making on facts rather than falsehoods. Period. End of story.
I guess we could rely on facts.
So, we ought to.
We could.
So basically, we will allow the New York Times to tell us what we should or shouldn't do.
No, of course not. The facts come from a wide variety of sources. But we shouldn't be making public policy based on fantasy or lies.
Well, how does this lead into some of these fake news articles, right? Because Twitter seems to be a vehicle for a lot of those.
Well, for example, this whole Pizzagate, the thing, that was, we have people taking guns and firing shots in pizza joints in Washington, D.C. because they believe this completely unfounded idea that Hillary Clinton is somehow involved in a child sex ring at a pizza parlor. Give me a break. Nobody in their right mind believes that that's true, and yet people, if they hear it enough, if this blatant falsehood is communicated enough via Twitter, Facebook, whatever, people are going to take action on it in a way that's not positive.
Does the press find their way back in to the Trump camp?
Well, they should figure it out. I think it's going to be very challenging for journalists to figure out how to manage themselves over the next couple of years, because it's not business as usual. It is different, and it's going to require journalists to figure out what is our job. Is our job to sort of do on the one hand, on the other hand? On the one hand, there's this false information. On the other hand, well, he believes it. So but trying to figure out what is our job as journalists. Is it the truth, or is it to present sides of issues and present them as balanced and potentially true when they're just not.
But most of the media during this last election were totally irresponsible.
I agree with that.
And the problem is first of all, they really never investigated Hillary Clinton like they should have. But also
there was more news on her and the email scandal than all other issues combined.
But the other thing they did is they reacted to Donald Trump. And the problem is they followed.
Yeah,
and the problem is it's a new playbook, and they haven't figured out the rules yet.
I agree.
Okay, last word.
Well, I was just going to say the whole idea of emails equating with so many things that Donald Trump did and said in his past, that his sexual misconduct, his financial conflicts of interest, his lies, his cheating, his thievery. And those
everything that came out of the Bill Clinton playbook, by the way. Well, so anyway, but keep going.
No, it's true what Jessica says when she says the email stuff from Hillary Clinton consumed more airtime and thought than all those other things combined, and that was a complete nothing burger compared to so many other things that we should have been talking about.
We're going to have to leave it there. Very interesting conversation. Thank you.